When your hand connected with my skin, I read your shards, the stars I saw. There was violence in us, not the kind that bruises the unsuspecting, but the unraveling, night-battering one. Scalding the unwanted skin that lied between us like an invite to walk all over. I walk rubble fields of borderlines, trying to find a fist to hammer the beats of dreams I felt too unreal when the tepid waters of emotion started swirling away what was actually good. My black eye has started to fade, and the scratch marks on my arms are nothing but the hints of scars at the bottom of this forest of freckles and hairs, piling up and covering anything but the most socially acceptable pigmentations. I'm trying to make this easy for you, putting up makeup on the outside, pushing down these restless last remnants of your hands down into these burning lungs filled with coal mining accidents, where the fire won't go out even if we just turn our backs and never speak again. I suppose they'll fit better there than on my soft outer tissues that tricked you into caring more than that self-fulfilling prophecy would allow. So now I carry you in my cells, with bars strong enough to keep your hands from digging their way back into mine. There was violence in us, not the kind that punishes the weak and unintended, but the deep, withering, shell-shattering one, always more craving one, scorching the unwanted ground that lied inside us like a long-lost thump of a call to arms and legs and heads creased with sweat, and the willingly shed blood that mended so much more than broke in the seam. I talk humble lines of magnitude, trying to figure out how not to introduce too much antidote into these venomous veins of wishing for other than is, could be, would be. We had violence, and in us were nothing but shredded covers that were left lying about the causes for all they could muster, but we never cared. We just turned the other way and kept looking back into those abysses of cliches that we held for eyes. And I still want to immerse myself in those filthy sheets on your body and your bed, filled with fluid and hate, the long-lost toys of a child grown bad. We were alienated, stumped out, blown away, because this was never meant to be more than the rib cages broken open by drop kicks, armies of stampeding wants. This was never meant to be else than the rippings of skin like woven tapestries hung over molding cravings. This was never meant to be else than the covering of my needs, but now I see you bend out of your body to look into mine, and I fight to run out of equations to take myself out of. I wade up to here in entangled wishes, closing my eyes and trying to pretend not to see how those cliches of abysses have turned into complex algorithms trying to steer us back into surface. We had violence, and this is how I leave you.